We are learning new information tied to a man's confinement and death. Lester Isbill died in February after authorities at the Monroe County Jail held him in a restraint chair for more than 9 hours. Yesterday, we learned the District Attorney General asked the grand jury to look into the jail's management in July.
10 News reporter Lauren Lovett shares the grand jury's recommendations from that meeting back in July. Lauren.
Robin, Katie, DA Stephen Hatchett asked the grand jury to look into the jail's management, partly because of what happened with Isbill, but also just generally to determine who is responsible for what. The Monroe County grand jury met on July 7th to review evidence regarding Lester Isbill's time in jail and the use of a restraint chair. They came up with 4 suggested changes to restraining chair procedures. Before using the chair, the jail nurse must complete a full medical workup. Then the nurse and jail lieutenant must each write a statement as to why the person needs to be restrained and that they can tolerate it. They must also include why there are no other means to control the person. The person must be placed somewhere where they can be seen by jail officials at all times. And lastly, after the first 2 hours in the chair, the nurse and lieutenant must re-examine the person, and additional reports must be written as why the person must and can stay restrained. That is to continue every hour until the person is released. 10 News obtained the jail's policies earlier this year, which state a person should be removed from the chair, given water, and allowed to use the bathroom every hour. They also say that no one should be kept in the chair for more than 4 hours without the facility lieutenant's approval. In Isbill's case, he had extensive health issues, including dangerously high blood pressure, levels close to a stroke or heart attack. Those vitals were taken about 30 minutes before he was arrested. Isbill was left in the restraint chair for more than 9 hours, with no food, water, or break for the bathroom. They also put a hood over his head, and twice during those 9 hours, staff and nurses went more than 2 hours without checking on him. The grand jury requested that the sheriff's office make those changes and have the procedures available for them to review at their meeting earlier this week. We've asked for the jail's procedures to see if any of those suggestions were considered. They have 7 days to get those back to us. While these recommendations are not required, it does provide a check on government officials' power and informs the public on what's happening. Robin, Katie.
All right. Thank you, Lauren.